Welcome, gang. This spring, I spent 2 weeks in China tagging along on my dad's business trip. Between all the shopping, eating, and exploring, I ended up with enough footage for a 4-part vlog series. And here's last, but certainly not least, my favorite, part 4. We're heading back to Shanghai for the last leg of this trip. And the first stop is this cute little breakfast room in the hotel that I spent an entire week being too sick to enjoy. I don't think I've ever been more excited to eat in my life. And no throwing up on the train this time. It's the little luxuries in life.
We've just arrived in Shanghai. We are at a Cheng.
One of my favorite things about Shanghai is that there's always something to do. Even this random trinket store had a DIY station that you could customize your own gift wrapping. Since I had a long flight ahead of me, I just grabbed a few stickers and some stamps for my junk journal. Anything to keep the creative juices flowing, you know?
Okay.
And I mean, look at these stores. Luxury in Shanghai just feels like it's part of everyday life. This evening, we went for dinner with some of my dad's business partners, and then we checked out a cigar bar afterwards. I just love being smothered in smoke. Now, I'm very excited to talk about this next restaurant because I genuinely haven't stopped thinking about it since. We had classic northern Chinese cuisine with every flavor imaginable. My favorite dish was this fermented soybean and pork mixture that you wrap up with lettuce and vegetables and bean curd sheets. Crunchy, savory, refreshing. I could eat this thing all day long. And to wrap it all up, chocolate popsicles from a nearby convenience store because everything is just that accessible over here. Right down the street, we have the Wukong Mansion. And about 20 minutes away, we ended up wandering around Anfu Road and Wukong Road, which is one of the trendier neighborhoods in the city. We spent the afternoon browsing makeup and clothing stores. Well, usually it was just me while Dad waited outside, but look how cool these stores are in Shanghai. Dad and I needed a little break, so we stopped by this patio wine bar and we people watched over some coffee and olives. What a lovely bonding moment. I am such a sucker for anything DIY or trinket related. I just adore the idea of getting to take home a small memory with me. Also, look how patient my papa is. He just waited outside for me, no complaints, while I just took my sweet time looking at many things. Ugh, we love a patient man in our lives. We had one final mission that day. My dad and I had been trying to track down an old watchmaker that he's been visiting for years, but unfortunately it was closed. But luckily, we found another repair shop that happened to specialize in my tiny vintage Omegas. So all was not lost. And while you're in Shanghai, I think a stop at Tianzifang is pretty much mandatory. My footage honestly doesn't do it justice. It's a narrow maze of boutiques, studios, cafes, and restaurants, all tucked inside one of the most charming historic neighborhoods.
Picking a restaurant right now. This is the building we used to live in. I'd say today was pretty successful. We went for just a stroll, more shopping and dinner, and now I am back in the hotel. Just gonna take it easy for tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow for my last day in Shanghai. Look at this cute little village.
The next morning, we met up with another one of my dad's longtime friends. I swear they've known each other since the beginning of time. We met at this completely unassuming restaurant at the 3rd floor of a building, and somehow every dish was incredible. More shopping today. This time, we explored Wujiang Road. I think this is what makes Shanghai so unique. You've got historic streets and the European charm, but then what do you mean there's a gigantic LV ship casually parked in the middle of the city? And right beside is the original Starbucks Reserve Roastery. The contrast is honestly wild. On the other side of the city, we arrived at Shanghai Club, a local favorite restaurant. Somehow the food just kept getting better and better. And I don't know exactly what happened, but this restaurant used to have 1 Michelin star for like 5 years straight. At this point, I'm starting to think that food poisoning in Yiwu was simply a factory reset, you know, so I could fully appreciate everything that came afterwards. And just like that, we've reached the end of this trip. If you followed along the entire China series, thank you so much for spending time with me. We're ending things off at the Bund, overlooking one of the most beautiful skylines in the world. Because if Shanghai were a person, she'd be the mysterious and attractive woman in a movie that everyone falls in love with. Until the next vlog, see you later!